There are times when leaving somebody alone is the kindest thing you can do for them. Because giving somebody their space and letting them think the situation they're in through is in and of itself a form of kindness. However, there are also times when the best thing you can do for somebody is force them to come to a realization. And that's what Raphtalia did to Naofumi this episode. She forced him to see what was so clearly in front of him, which is the fact that Naofumi is not alone. Yes, the majority of the people around him might hate him, might want him executed or exiled, but he can count on his trusty sword to be there for him, always. This series just knows how to get my blood boiling to the point where I'm cursing really loudly early in the morning at my phone. And I think a large part of this is due to how Naofumi is being victimized. It's all very realistic. Getting falsely accused of things, rumors and gossip about you spreading, having your opinion constantly ignored, and the privilege some people experience due to their social status. These are all things that could happen and actually happen to people in the real world. It's all just done so brilliantly, but you hate to see it. Because as more of this elaborate scheme comes to light, you start realizing how Naofumi is absolutely powerless and can do nothing but let attacks on his character and those negative emotions pile up. What was so painful to watch this episode was seeing the same people who brought Naofumi down in the first episode try to take everything he's worked for and bring him down once again. Seeing Naofumi get pushed to that point where he has absolutely no regard for anything, seeing him expect Raphtalia to betray him because that's just what he expects from people now, as it's the only thing the people of Melromarc have done to him. Nobody has truly offered Naofumi a helping hand. The only help he's gotten is due to the fact that he went out and bought it. And we see from his perspective as that one thing that had stuck around him, whether it be by force or not, was about to be stripped away from him. And that moment that Naofumi realizes that Raphtalia will stick with him through thick and thin, the moment he realizes that Raphtalia has grown, that she's no longer that helpless little raccoon girl, was so beautiful. Raphtalia is a warrior. She's driven, she has goals, and whether it be protecting a child and their family from some monster, or protecting Naofumi from that same monster, or protecting him from this world, she's made her stance clear, not only to the other three heroes, but to the king as well. She has absolutely no intention of ever leaving the shield hero's side. Speaking of the other three heroes, we had signs of some redeeming qualities from some of them. Don't get me wrong, I don't think or expect Naofumi to ever forgive them, but it's nice to know that at least two of our other heroes can think for themselves. You see, I was under the impression that at least the spear hero was aware that Mind's false accusations was exactly that, a false accusation, an attempt to ruin Naofumi's image. But it seems like all of the other three heroes just went along with what Mind said because she's the king's daughter. Which is funny, right? Because this whole episode, the spear hero was referring to Raphtalia as a slave. But in actuality, Raphtalia is out doing what she wants, fighting with a purpose and growing, while he's stuck being used as any other regular pawn, a slave to the king and this agenda he seems to have against the shield hero. You see, Naofumi is cursed in more ways than one. His shield is cursed, and this new form, appropriately named the Curse series, seems to support that claim. But he himself is cursed because he has the misfortune of having to deal with all of the shit that will come with this conspiracy the king seems to have against the shield hero. What does the king have against shield heroes? Why does the king force Naofumi to go down this very lonely, vengeful path? Revenge is an odd thing. Whenever you see somebody in a series striving for revenge, they never really look happy doing it. They seem driveless despite having tons of it, and they let this desire be the only thing in their mind which prohibits their growth and enjoyment of the world they're in. And honestly, I don't blame them. But I think this is due to two reasons. One, the person seeking revenge most likely thinks their happiness will return after achieving it, or two, the person seeking revenge is already aware of the fact that their happiness will never return. I'm by no means saying Naofumi's quest for revenge is over. As a matter of fact, I believe the things that took place this episode only fuel his desire for it. But I do think his road won't be as sloppy as I initially thought it would be. Because it only takes one person to believe and have complete faith in you to change the way you view the world. But hey, these are my thoughts, and I'm curious to read what you have to say about this episode in the comments below. Anime Onlys, what do you think about the Curse series and Raphtalia? Why do you think the king has a grudge against the shield hero? Manga/light novel readers, were you happy with the way this episode was adapted? Let me know your thoughts. I appreciate all comments, so whatever you decide to put down there, I'll reply whenever I can. Please like the video if you enjoyed it. Feel free to follow me on Twitter for updates, or if you just want to interact with me. And hey, there's a chance that if you're watching this video right now, you're not yet subscribed to the channel, so click on the big red subscribe button and also hit that bell. Upload notifications on YouTube aren't what they used to be, so by hitting that bell and following me on Twitter, you're making sure you don't miss a video. That way, you can keep on watching the Rising of the Shield Hero and many other series with me. And with that being said, I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you all soon. Peace.